Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here, Baxtercycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. This is another one of those trailer videos. So this is a Triumph Trackmaster of some sort. Looks like a 750 maybe, but that's not what I'm here to show you. Oh, there we go. 1970 Trackmaster 750. What I want to show you is this. Excelsior Auto Cycle. I think it's, here it says 1910 Excelsior single cylinder, 3.5 horsepower, single speed. Check that thing out. Look at the big old belt on there. That is amazing. Leather and all that neat stuff. And behind it is another one. And I have not looked at that at all either. And the tag on that one says 1908 Excelsior single restored 500cc. So check that out. Oh, that's got a flat tire. Look at that front end. The springs are right in there. Is that a Springer? Mechanical throttle. Look at that. I twist the throttle. One side's a throttle and the other side's probably the magneto, the ignition timing. Look at all these little knuckles here to get the job done. Isn't that something? All the way down. Engine right there. I don't know much about them at all. I'm going to try to get somebody to help me get them out. But look at the tiller bars on these all the way back. Got the so the bars end right here. And the idea was that when it got running, you'd reach back here and hold on to this rubber part. They'd cut down on the vibration for you. Over here again, we got that same front end. This time I'm turning the other side. That must be the magneto because it's a lot stiffer. And it holds itself in place. Auto Cycle, Excelsior, Chicago. These are made in Chicago. Check that. Just check that out. Absolutely amazing. Okay, back here we've got a Francis Barnett. I don't know what that is. OSSA, not sure what that is, a Royal Enfield and a BSA in the very back. I'm going to go find somebody to help me push this out, and we'll try to see what we can learn. Wahoo! All right, I got them pushed out. They were actually, somebody pushed into the trailer, but the owner showed up to get them. So if you look at this thing, big old single cylinder, looks like a bicycle frame. I think this is the 1910 model. Lots of little details. So it's got pedals. You pedal it to get it to start. It's got a hand clutch over here. I was looking at that. It's a single speed. There's no gears. So this is literally the transmission. The small pulley here, the big pulley up here. And then you use this here. You push the button in. Now watch this. And that actuates the clutch for the belt drive. Big old belt. I don't know how the ignition, does the ignition work off battery?
Yeah.
On these? So it's a battery?
It's a point system over here.
Right, but I mean, there's no generator, right?
No.
So you charge the battery, put it in the box, and then you run it until the...
points are here. Yep.
Okay, and the points are under here.
Yep.
Condenser right there, you can see it.
Yep.
Oh, look at this little window. I wonder what that's all about.
I don't know. I haven't seen that before. This is timing adjustment.
Very interesting.
Retard.
Oh, so this side's timing.
Mm-hmm.
The right side's timing. The other,
This side's throttle.
That's the throttle. I was looking at the delicate work through here on the front. Isn't that amazing?
There's a little bit of a story to that. Excelsior would not pay the patent rights to a cable.
So
they had to make all the linkage.
They wouldn't pay the patent rights, so they went in and did all this.
Yep.
I'll be.
Yep. So Excelsior's known for that.
Ha!
Because they were too small,
too frugal
to buy the patent rights to the cable.
That is amazing. Look at that. It says oil right there in little tiny writing.
Yeah.
Same thing there.
Little pinhole there to put a drop of oil in.
Wonder what this is about. Adjusting the forks?
Suspension, yeah.
Yeah, look how delicate the suspension is. It's just a little more than a large bicycle, isn't it?
Is it? Well, in 1911, Schwinn bought Excelsior.
Oh, really?
So it's
very
not far
interesting.
off, you're right.
Right. Very, very interesting. It says gas here, oil here. You have to have a wrench to get into them. So gasoline, the tank's two compartments, I'm sure. Total loss system, I'm sure of that.
Yep.
I bet that window so you can watch to see if the oil's coming out.
I'm guessing it has something to do with this splatter or...
Right.
Yep.
So this is all part of this.
Yep, that's all timing.
Right. Okay. And here's oil line right here. Oil lines to get down.
It's a drip right
a drip
into
system.
The case.
Yep. This is fuel over here. Then running over here, you can see the carburetor. Oh no, the carburetor's on the other side. Carburetor right here. So here's the gas line right here. Twist around here. And then the carburetor right there. Patent for, I can't read that. This right here is, look at this, is all mechanical. I'm going to twist that throttle right there. It just barely moves. It's stiff. I don't want to force it. So very interesting. Look at that. Exhaust port right here. Intake here. Exhaust right there. I'm not sure how that works. Single valve. I can't remember how that system works anymore. I don't know if there's like a reed valve in here for into the combustion chamber and then a valve to get exhaust. I'm not sure how that works. But isn't that something? So you charge a battery, you keep the battery, I think that's how you do it. You charge the battery, put it in here, that runs ignition until it goes dead. Chain adjuster, kickstand, rear kickstand. There's your whole rear suspension right there besides the tire. Coming over here to this side, notch outs in the frame to get the to allow the belt to go by. Again, the adjuster. This is how you hold the kickstand up. You click it into that. Again, look at this fender. Little exhaust pipe down here. Little. Look at that thing. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, look at all this here. Like I said again, you push this in to move the clutch. Belt drive right there. So I suppose you just pedal it, you get going, then you push the clutch in, and that engages the engine. Pop starts it. Little leather pieces there and there for the fender. Suspension work. Absolutely amazing. You know what? We'll get a little bit of video of that one. So this is a 1908 Excelsior. That one was a 1910. And I've been just kind of looking it over here for a little bit. A lot of little tiny differences. One of the things that caught my eye was like right back here. I don't know what this is. Well, it's a key. Let's see, the owner just pulled this out. And that was your on and off. That's how you got the thing running. There is a battery in here. And I did talk to the owner. You do have to charge the battery at home. And then they call it a total loss battery system, just like a total loss oil system. And you charge the battery and you ride until the battery goes dead. Then you have to recharge the battery again. Ask what this is. This is the exhaust cutout. So you can have the exhaust going through the exhaust pipe, or you can, I don't want to push it too hard, you can push it back and forth. That'll open and close an outlet on here and make it, you know, if it's louder, you have more power. If you want to be quieter, you do it one way and you have a little less power, but you're quieter now. Going over here, this is, so there's one valve for the exhaust. When the piston goes down, this thing here goes down like that, sucks a little air and a little fuel comes through, and it's kind of like a reed valve, but it's a kind of a more mechanical in that sense. That puts the oil charge in here, or the fuel air charge in here. You know, that gets combusted, and then it goes out, the valve opens, and it goes out this way through the exhaust. Something, and I should have noticed that on the other one, because I've seen this before, there is no separate head and cylinder. This is all cast in one piece. So they make, you know, this is all metal. Look at that. Isn't that something? And, you know, they bore the cylinder from the bottom, and that's it. Big old crankshaft in there, spinning around. You know, this is a point system. There's a points in there. That's what, you know, opens and closes and does all that neat stuff. We already looked at the ignition. So, you know, turning this one, that adjusts your timing. So the right side is the ignition, and the left side is the fuel. Right there. See that? One of these is fuel, one of these is oil. This is gasoline, where you put your gasoline in. This is where you put your oil in. And I was just kind of wondering, you know, we don't know what's inside here. I don't know how much oil there is compared to gasoline. I'm assuming there's more gasoline than oil. And I think you can give it a squirt. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't know if this is the kind of thing where if you want more oil, you just open it up a little bit, more oil drips down, or what. And then also you turn your fuel on and off by just opening and closing this, or what. You'll notice there is a petcock down here. So the fuel goes through here, this thing down here into the carburetor. Not quite sure what this does. Just a really amazing thing, you know, again, with a mechanical linkage. It's got it's similar but different fork system on the front. You know, it's a very unique system. Like I said, so we think, and I'll Google this, I think Excelsior started in 1908, and we think they were bought out by Schwinn in 1911 or 1912. So this is a 1908. Excelsior, we think Excelsior started in 1907. I'm sorry. This is a 1908. The owner also has a 1909, and that's a 1910. But isn't that just amazing? Look at that thing. Let me read some of this to you. First year of the 500 single. Second year of Excelsior, so yes, 1908. Built in Chicago, old restoration notes, blah, blah. Engine turned crank-shaped finish, nickel-plated steel parts, points and ignition, twist grips, actuated, we talked about that, single speed. So, you know, we talked about that. Let's keep going here. battery housed chassis, front leather fender, leather solo seat, belt drive, tank side belt tensioner. This is the belt tensioner. I was calling it a clutch, but it's like a clutch, but it's a belt tensioner. It's just like the first tractor I ever owned. Pedal start. Leading link front suspension, and I suppose that's what that is. The link's ahead of the arm right there. Coaster rear brake, no front brake. So that is a rear brake, a coaster brake. Spokes. Wow, that's amazing. So this is the solid piece. This is the sprung piece. The link goes forward. I'm assuming that's why they call it a leading link. This is the rear brake on the back right there. Look at these tires. You know, where do you get a set of tires like that nowadays? The belt drive. You push the button down to actuate the tensioner, not the clutch, but the tensioner. It works like a clutch. Isn't that amazing? Just totally amazing. Again, no cylinder head. The cylinder head and the cylinder is one piece. This is all one piece from here all the way up. Isn't that just, wow. Spark plug goes in there. Not sure what that is. Just crazy beautiful. This is pure art. This is art and I don't know if y'all have caught, but I'm passionate about motorcycles. And the older a motorcycle gets, the more art there is into it. You know, this is more art than motorcycle by any means. No matter how you look at it. You know, the frame comes here and stops. The engine catches in. The engine bolts back onto the frame right here. You know, turned. It's just, like I said, more art than motorcycle. It's just a phenomenal piece of I'm at a lack for words. Fuzzy biker lack for words. How can that be? I really appreciate the owner letting us video these. I really hope you all enjoy these. If y'all are interested in an old motorcycle, maybe not one like this, but an old British Triumph BSA, something like that, a new Royal Enfield, new Triumph, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty Minneapolis in Marnie, Iowa. They've got parts, accessories, jigs, doodads, anything at all. They can help you out. If you can't make it to Marnie, get over to baxtercycle.com. Make sure you tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. Let me know what you think of these videos. I love these old bikes. If you want to see more, I'll work harder to find more. Now, it's a beautiful day here. Life is good. Get out and ride, my friends. Wahoo!
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wahoo!